Hey everybody, Murph here from MurphTalks. Wanted to bring you the CyberPower PC update. As you can see, we are no longer coming to you from my iPhone. We are coming to you from my brand new PC from CyberPower. I got here about 2 weeks ago and I haven't had a whole lot of time to use it until recently, so I had to get it all set up, but they did what they said. They built me an entirely brand new PC from the ground up. All brand new. Started all over again. So they did what they said they were going to do. A little reminder here. That was the fourth RMA that this computer had. I've been dealing with the same issue since February when the PC arrived, and we went through troubleshooting first for a couple months. Here I did myself with the aid of their tech department. Then we had 2 PSUs. Then we had a new CPU, a new GPU, a new RAM. And finally, a brand new PC built from the ground up with all brand new components. So that's what we have. Brand new computer. Appears to be working wonderfully. I've had no trouble with it. If this was going to rear its ugly head, it was statistically improbable, but also it would have done it right away. So all brand new stuff. Yay. A little reminder, this is what my computer looked like before. And as you can see, this is what it looks like now, the brand new one. If you notice, a little bit of a difference in color, but also if you notice the big difference is this one came back without my extra fans and controller in there, which is okay. I kind of figured it might. So I went ahead and ordered 3 fans, 4 fans, and a controller. So they came. I'll be doing a video when I put those in here. However, I'd like to say that this computer, even with the fewer fans inside of it, is running cooler than the last one with 10 fans in it. Yeah. 10 fans. I have 6 in here. I had 10 in the last one. I'm a few degrees cooler all around the board, especially during load. So that is a benefit. This is how it was supposed to run in the first place. Like I say, I'll be doing a video when I add the fans in here. We're just getting to the point where I've got it back to having all my programs on and getting stuff going again here. So if you noticed in the video there, the old PC had a Asus 3070 card in it, and they upgraded me very nicely to an EVGA for the Win 3 3070 card. Really looks nice in there. Nice upgrade from the Asus. I do, however, have a 3080 Ti card that I was planning on putting in there. But as of now, I'm going to leave this EVGA 3070 in there. The 3080 Ti is also an EVGA. And they just announced they're going to stop making graphic cards altogether. So as long as they take care of any problems I have, but it's nice to have 2 of the last series EVGA cards. So anyways. Brand new computer, seems to be working wonderfully. Took me 4 RMAs to get this done, so I want to let you know how I got this accomplished. So the first 2 RMAs, back and forth, they replaced power supplies both times. Did not fix the problem, did not think it would, but that's how they wanted to proceed. So the third RMA, I decided that I was tired of not getting resolution, so I decided to write a couple of letters. I penned 2 letters, one to the president and one to the CEO of CyberPower PC. I drove to the post office. and I sent them registered mail so that someone at CyberPower, whether it be the president or the CEO or the mailroom manager who signs for packages, sign the receipt. Receipt gets sent back to me. I put that in the file. That way I know that they received those letters. The other reason is if there would have to be some legal proceedings that went on. That did not happen. I got resolution, but if that was the case, I wanted to be able to show that I sent letters and emails explaining my problem and not getting any resolution. So here's what I said in the letters. Since I'm doing business with this company, they were business letters. I simply outlined everything that had happened to both the president and the CEO. My RMAs, who I spoke with, the RMA numbers, and then the invoice numbers that were sent back to me. I explained that I've had this PC for 7 months and I haven't been able to use it, basically. It's worked sporadically, but the kernel power comes back all the time. So, after writing those letters and knowing that the PC arrived and the letters arrived, I believe they arrived on a Friday. So the following Monday evening, my wife and I were eating dinner, and I received a call from a gentleman named Caesar at CyberPower PC. Very nice man. We spoke for about 40 minutes, and I simply went over what my problems were, my frustrations, how things aren't getting rectified. But he also wanted more information on what my problem was. Through the event viewer in my computer, I knew that the problem had happened each time they had it in their possession based on the dates when I had it and when it was to them. So I knew they had been experiencing this power problem that I had. So spoke with Caesar, and he said, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a new CPU in, I'm going to put a new GPU in, and I'm going to replace the RAM, and we're going to put a new cooler on there. And I said, okay. I thought, that has a better than 50-50 shot of fixing the problem, but we'll just have to see what happens. So that happened about 3 weeks later. The PC arrives back, and I had the same problem again. Now, because Caesar had spoken with me earlier, I had his phone number and his email. So I immediately emailed him back and said, hey, same problem again. Same exact problem. Just as frequent, I'm having the same issue. So after I explained to him who I was, and I was the guy who wrote the letters because I'm sure he deals with a lot of customers every day, he said, oh, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to build you a whole brand new PC. I sent him pictures of the damage to the PC, of the scuffs on the case, how it wouldn't sit flat on the floor. I sent him video of the problem that I was having. I also told him to look at my channel because the videos are on there. So he said, oh my goodness, we're going to build you a whole brand new PC. And I said, that's right, you are. That is what should have happened probably the last time. So he got the ball rolling, and about a week and a half after my PC arrived to them, which they wanted my old one back before they sent me the new one. I completely understand that. I received my brand new PC in the mail, and UPS dropped it off, and a few things. Number one, the packaging was correct. When I originally got the computer, it was packaged in the original case box for the Lian-like case that was in a larger box with air padding around it. The last 3 times it came back to me after that, it was in a suspension box, which is just a box suspended between two cardboards with VisQueen. It sits in the middle, which is an okay way to do it, but it was not my original packaging. So that came back correctly. The upgraded graphics card to the EVGA for the Win 3. That was a nice upgrade that they gave me. So I was very happy about that. But the thing I was happiest about is when I got it out of the box, plugged it all in, fired it up, played with it for a couple hours, ran some stress testing and other things. I found out, like I said earlier, it ran just a little bit cooler, even with a lower amount of fans in the case. It also never encountered that dreaded kernel power error 4163. If you are having that problem, I'm going to tell you that is one of the hardest problems to diagnose because it does not have a rhyme nor a reason. That is an unexpected shutdown, and generally you have no idea why. I combed the event viewer many times, not only the critical errors, but all the other stuff in there, trying to fit together what was causing this problem, and I never could. So my thought was in the end that we probably had a bad motherboard, whether it was a component, a solder joint, or a bad pathway on the board, something that was affected by heat. The more you used it, the more it expanded, contracted, and the worse the break got. So that's kind of what I figured out. So, in conclusion, I'm happy with what I got. Would I recommend CyberPower PC? Yes, I would. And I would buy from them again. I have two of these, and my wife, who works as advertised, never had a problem. And this kind of situation could happen with a CyberPower or one of the other companies, a pre-built, a custom. I could have went to Microsoft and got bad components and brought it home and been pulling my hair out trying to figure out what it is. So this kind of problem could happen just about anywhere. However, the constantly sending the PC back and forth, I felt maybe after the third RMA they should have just built me a brand new PC. On the other side of that, I did get to open a PC box with a PC in it 5 times. 5 times. So it was like a surprise 5 times over. A little humor there, but I think we got it fixed this time. I think that this could happen to anybody. CyberPower, it just happened to be them. It could have been one of the others. Could have been myself. Like I say, I have 2. Wife's works perfectly fine. There's thousands of other people out there who you never hear from whose computer works as advertised every time. You see a lot more bad reviews than you do of good reviews. This kind of started out bad, but in the end it turned out good. So, a couple of keys. Have patience when you're dealing with a company. Also be firm in what you're asking for. And do your research on your product and some of the consumer protection acts and statutes that are out there, the Better Business Bureau. I prefer, like I say, to do business. I'm doing business with a company. I want to speak with someone who makes decisions. We can get this hammered out between us without having to go any further. However, if it would have had to go further, I was prepared to do that. So it didn't. Everything turned out wonderfully here. I have a PC that works great. So this is going to be the end of the CyberPower PC Epic. We're going to close it here unless I have further problems. I'll probably do a short video when I put the fans back in, and probably another video when I put the 3080 Ti in there. Or an update maybe in 6 months just to let everybody know how this thing is still running. I don't think I'm going to have any further problems in the future, but we'll see. So hope everybody had a really good day today. We're going to end the CyberPower Epic right here. Hit that like and subscribe. We're going to get started putting together all those other videos that I want to do that are a lot more fun than this kind of stuff. Have a good day, everybody. Murph out.